Impromptu live. Lisbon. Last day, last night, also, obviously. I decided to do this live, basically just to talk about a few things about Portugal in general, about the city of Lisbon, city of Porto, the Azores, whatever, anything Portugal, really. All the places I went to, my experience. When I come back, do I recommend it for people? So let's get down to it. Portugal is, Lisbon specifically and Porto are very, I'm going to leave because it's too loud right here, but it's not their fault. Very touristy. So, like if you come here in the summer, for example, June, July, August, September, very touristy, very busy here. If you don't like crowds, I don't suggest coming to Lisbon in the months I just basically said. If you do come here and you don't speak Portuguese, you'll not have a problem. Most of the Portuguese speak a second language, sometimes a third. Lisbon is a huge city. Like, it may not seem that big, but it's actually pretty big. It seems even bigger because of the fact that you have to climb and go down, and it's very hilly. It has a lot of steps. You have to be in some decent shape in order to walk around this city, or you just be calling Uber and using a cab or whatever. It's a walking city and a half. If I sound like I'm losing my voice, that's because I am. I did a bunch of videos today, some content, and yeah, it's still actually really busy here today. I'm leaving tomorrow back to Toronto for a little bit of time. Hopefully I'll get to visit some places around in Canada and just get some content there. Lisbon is affordable in the fact that food and things like that are, even like if you want to do tours, they're pretty affordable. You just gotta like search for deals and whatnot. It's not amenities, like hotels, and your basically where you're going to stay is going to cost you. The hotel, for example, that I'm staying at right now for these 3 days, I think it's 3 days, cost me 400 euros. So it's like let me do the math, 125 or $140 per night. It's ridiculous. I mean, I get it. It's high season. It's summer here, so prices tend to explode here. So let me just get a look at this fountain. It's quite nice. I'm in Praça Dom Pedro V, I believe. Could be wrong. There's a lot of squares here, a lot of praças. Lisbon is a very beautiful city. I would still say Porto will give Lisbon a run for its money. I really enjoyed Porto. It's definitely a nightlife city. So is Lisbon. They're both nightlife cities. So I think you would do well here if you're a partier. If you don't like cities packed full of tourists, I tried finding a good place where there's no music, but everywhere I go, I'm gonna get dinged with a copyright. I had to leave another spot because they were playing old music that basically would ding the video. Maybe I'll walk around. That's probably the best idea while I'm talking. Let's do another little walk and talk. So show you guys how beautiful. My feet are killing me, but my foot more so, but the rest of me is okay. So as you can see, it's filled up. This event going on here is the São João Festival, which a lot of you guys probably know is the Festa de Junina in most of Brazil, probably all of Brazil. All they basically have here is like things for tourists to buy. Here, we'll go take a look. See, like hats and there is a lot of crap you can buy here. Really, there's a lot of crap. A lot of the stuff you don't need. And a lot of alcohol, food, and things like that. It's quite popular. So I mean, if you were to come in June, and you're a drinker and you like to eat a lot, this would be right up your alley. Breads, meats. I mean, it's like a farmer's market plus eatery and lots of little bars and things like that. You can get sangria. I'll try and go as slow as possible so it's not shaky, this camera. And I hope you guys can hear me. If anybody's in the chat, just let me know if you can hear me okay. The sound's okay. Anybody at all? Give me a sign of life in the chat. I see there's 4 people. Hit the like too. Doesn't cost you anything. I don't know if this music is copyrighted over here. Let's move away. It seems like old 1940s, 50s Portuguese music, maybe older. It's even louder over here. It's a really beautiful square here. Most of Lisbon is quite beautiful, I would say. I mean, I wouldn't say that, like, you can go to different neighborhoods around too. You got like Alfama, which is one of the oldest. Let me see if I can see the castle from here. No. Yeah, it's a great city. It's one of my favorites for sure. Rio's still one of my favorites, but Rio is just a lot of sweets. I asked the guy earlier today, I don't know if Charles is in the chat, but if you watch this video, Charles, specifically to your point the other day, I got my hair cut in like one of the so-called poorest neighborhoods in Lisbon, and I asked him about if he's ever experienced any racism, and it was a black guy, black Portuguese guy, and he's like, only one person ever really talked bad to me or talked down to me, but for the most part, people are pretty open in society here. But I said to him, a lot of Portuguese are, as they say in Portuguese, mal-humorado, which is like kind of grumpy. And he's like, no, that's just the culture. That doesn't mean that they're like, they don't like your race or whatever. It's just, that's how people are here. A lot of people. Maybe I'll find somewhere else to sit down and just chat. Maybe I'll show you guys all 3 of these squares that you'll see when you come here. Again, it's quite safe to walk around with your phone. You'll have no problem with that. Let me see if I can make it across the street here without getting run over. There's no traffic, so that's good. No cars coming. As soon as I show you the other square over here, I'll just scurry back and sit down somewhere. It'll be like my last meal here, pretty much. I have a morning flight tomorrow, like 11 o'clock. See, I can't even really sit down because everyone's playing copyrighted music. And of course, I'm not, obviously I'm not just doing this for the money, but obviously it helps. And this is like a really nice train. I think this is a train station, if I'm not mistaken. And they have a Starbucks. Not that I care about that. So I'm not going to go all the way to that square, but I'll just show you from here. There's not really any action going on, but there's one of the squares over there in the distance. All right, let's walk back. There are people in Starbucks. Some people just can't handle not having to go to Starbucks and stuff, you know. For me, it's like it's so common. Why you're coming to a place that has a lot of good coffee, you know, what do you call them, cafeteria, you know, bistros and all that stuff. You do not need to go to Starbucks. I mean, unless it's just that you really do like the coffee, then whatever. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, in the distance up there, you can see the castle, just right there. Let's go look at the last one other square, and then I'm gonna sit down. But all I'm hearing is some music that's gonna screw me. All right, jaywalking. The other square is just behind this one, so maybe I'll go this way. I walked through here already. If anybody could just let me know that the audio is good, thanks. Would really, really appreciate it. I'm guessing it is because people are still coming in and out of the chat. There was a place directly in front of me here that I came to 8 years ago, like on the opposite side of the road. Now it's closed. It had a really good vibe there. It's too bad. So Lisbon is a fun city. I went to Bairro Alto the other day and I did a live there. That was a lot of fun. Again, I'm not a drinking person, so for me it's not like I did that already, you know, 8 years ago when I came here. It was wild and it's worth it. Bairro Alto is the place to be. Lisbon is the place to be, honest to God. If you go to the Pink Street, that's really popular too, Pink Street. Even more stuff happening there, good restaurants, bars, just really packed. So we're almost at the other square here. Sense. I don't know if he was Portuguese or not. Over here, yeah, Praça Figueira. Earlier today, I went to a neighborhood sort of west of here. A lot of Indian people, immigrants from India over there. Lots. I even had like a little Indian dish just to like have a snack. There's the castle up above. Trying to go as slow as possible. I really need I don't like to walk around with a gimbal. It might help a bit, but it's just, especially where I live in Brazil, you don't want to walk around with a gimbal, much less a telephone. Alright, let's backtrack. I'm gonna go around, back to the other square. There's a nice place to sit over there. Hopefully there's no music playing. Otherwise that could ding me. But it's a risk. It's always a risk. The hotel, at least where the hotel I'm staying at least the breakfast is really, really damn good. Honest to God, it's one of the best I've ever had. No word of a lie. Still, does it justify the high cost of for the room? I don't know. All kinds of little restaurants and places down this way. That's what I love about the city. You can you weave in, going to different little streets and little alleys and all kinds of stuff. And even if it's nighttime and you go through a dark alley, nothing's gonna happen to you. you know, it's likely that nothing's going to happen to you. Sure, nothing is 100%. Maybe we'll walk down this way. I could find a place that doesn't have any music down this way. This is Rua Augusta. Very popular, very touristy. I tried finding a TV here to watch the game the other day, but I couldn't find any. What's going on, man? Hello. So I guess you can hear me. You're the only person that wrote in the chat, so I thank you. Hope the volume is okay. Hope the audio is okay. I'm jaywalking, as you can see, live. All right, we're doing the full downtown tour. Spain is beating Albania 1-0. Not surprising. Almost the end of the game. Oh God, more cup crap. Casa Brasileira. I'm gonna go walk a little bit slow. Try not to walk too fast here, so you guys can enjoy it. I don't have a limit for the live. Hey, you're from Bangladesh. Cool, man. There's a lot of people from Bangladesh here in Lisbon. I'm from Toronto, Canada. As you can see, all we're glued to the TV. Croatia is beating Italy 1-0. Almost over. Italy is losing, but I don't think that matters. Oh, over here in the distance is the Santa Justa. I went to the top of there today in a vlog. Video will come out eventually. I got a lot of videos to edit. I really do try to find time to edit the videos here, but it's that's the life of a YouTuber, I guess, content creator. I guess the better term is content creator. Live from Lisbon, everybody. Pastel de nata. Which I've eaten a lot of here, and they even have it for breakfast. So many food options here, you have no idea. I don't even know if I gained weight. I'm only gonna find out tomorrow. When it comes to meeting a person of the opposite sex here, like a woman, or if you're a woman, a man, I would say it's more likely you're gonna meet a foreign person from another country. Just that the locals, it seems like they don't really mix with foreigners, to be honest. So that's the way it goes here. But there's a lot of options. It is packed down here, man. It's so busy. I don't know how well you guys can see it there, but it's busy, man. I was gonna go back to the other square, but there's no point. But I gotta get away from this music. There's so much to see also in this city. Like, I mean, tourist attractions, if you like museums, if you like churches, if you like anything that's old and historic, this place has it for sure. you'll not be bored here. You know, even if you're not a person who's like a partier or whatever, you will not be bored here. If you want better, like good weather, like here, like it is now, obviously come in June, July, like the summer, you know. But if you don't care about the cold, like when it's a little chilly or whatever, and no tourists, come in the fall. You'll still have you'll still have a lot to do. It just won't be that good of weather, you know. I guess I'm gonna walk down to Praça do Comércio, or Commercial Square, as it's translated to English. Hit the like, guys, please. I'm not begging you much. And usually you'll find like street performers along this street too, you know. Interesting characters, definitely. Always. Portugal. Be yourself, man. You got it. Portugal is the place to be, man, in the summer, but you're gonna pay for it. It's not a cheap destination. Just keep that in mind. If you come here in June or July, you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay more money. I don't even want to know how much I paid on this trip. I'm scared to see my bank account. I really don't want to look, but I'll leave it for when I get back, when I get into Canada. Learning the world says watching from Cuba. Nice. Hola, Cuba. Cuba, sí. Love Portugal. Yeah, it's a great place. I mean, if the Canadian dollar was a little stronger, you know, decent, I could see myself living here, but I'd still miss, I don't know, there's just certain things in Brazil that can't be matched, but to each their own, right? Learning the world. Cuba, sí. Yeah, I gotta get there sometime. Definitely gotta get there. Almost tempted to like stop over there on my way back home when I leave Canada. Who knows? This is the Sporting store, which is a local team here. Well, actually, it's Portugal store, I should say. Does that look like Ronaldo to you guys? Be yourself, man says you need to go to southern Portugal, the best beaches in Europe, the Algarve. Yeah, I know. I should have probably made my way over there this trip, but I got so busy with everything, you know. Okay, we're all jaywalking together. I got so busy with Lisbon and Porto, and then I went to the island. It's a lot of running around, to be honest. It really is. So we're heading towards the square. 2.5 hour drive. Yeah, I could have taken the train. I don't mind taking the train. I took the train to Porto. I see there's some street performers up ahead. I don't know if they're playing music, and then there's somebody dancing. Let's jaywalk again. During the day, this is impossible to jaywalk. Forget it. You will get hit by a car or a motorcycle or a tuk-tuk. These are some of the things that you can expect. This thing here you can actually go on top of. I think you pay like €4 or something like that. But it's only open till like 5 p.m. One other thing you have to keep in mind about Lisbon, specifically Portugal, but I think it's the entire country. Most restaurants close between the hours of 3 and 6 o'clock. Sometimes 3 till 7. So that's something to keep in mind. I remember when I came here the first time, and it's like 4 o'clock, 4:30, and I'm starving, and I had to find like some random little, the food even at those places are still okay, even though it's not an official restaurant, but you don't get the like really good stuff. But that's just something to keep in mind. So we're in one of the biggest squares in Lisbon, possibly Portugal. It's hard to see because it's dark here, but all this along here are restaurants. Yeah, restaurants, I guess. And that's a beer museum over there, directly in front of me. Beer museum, which is hilarious. So if you're a beer lover, go to the beer museum. Someone scored. Maybe Italy tied it? I don't know. Siesta. It's busy in what? Oh, in the Algarve, it's crazy. Oh, I'm gonna go there. Next time I come to Portugal, that will be on my list. That will be like top priority. So let's head back through, and then this is just like really, what do you call it? Iconic for Lisbon. I'm using a lot of Portuguese here, so my brain is like back and forth with the languages. Just jaywalking all the time. Can't stop me. Another thing you want to do here when you come is take the tram. It's pretty awesome, the streetcar. This must be like the drunk cheering that usually happens after people have had a bunch. Poor lady. I need to get some change. Where's my change? This lady's stuck in a wheelchair. Just bear with me, guys. I'm getting some change out to give to this old lady. I feel really bad. She said, "Can you spare a little change?" Muy linea. Aqui, senhora.
Obrigadinha.
Boa sorte.
Oi, obrigada.
All right, the walk continues through Lisbon. My last night here. It usually starts to die down by like, unless it's a weekend, like today's obviously Monday. But by the time it's like 10, 11 o'clock, it tends to be quiet. I better get out of here for more copyright music. Hit the like, people. It helps my live. Helps me do more lives. You know? I actually really do like doing lives because it shows shows people what's happening right at the moment. Stay connected. Oh, there goes the tram. I wanted to see that. Oh, this time I gotta stop. Take care of yourself, man. I will be myself too. Good name. Tram 28, you got it. Tram 28 kicks ass. The only problem was it was packed full of people. There was nowhere to. Couldn't sit at the window, but that's okay. Oh, let's go run. Kind of jaywalked there, but not really. I think people are sort of starting to leave now. It's just, I think, passing through. Like I said, Friday or Saturday night, this place would be packed, and then everyone would head up to Bairro Alto. Excuse me. Would have been in the live for 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes. I'll be honest about one thing. I'm actually really tired of tourists. I know that's it's weird to say because I am technically a tourist, but it's just that I'm a content creator too, so trying to get around and everything was just even more of an obstacle. By the way, this is amazing. If you come to Portugal and you like codfish, this is crazy good. Crazy good. You like those codfish cakes? Yeah. And it has like goat cheese in it. Damn. I will not, I will definitely miss that, that's for sure. Definitely miss that. I'll probably do an hour in the live, another 25 minutes or so, 20, whatever, 27 minutes. I got really nothing to do right now except just walk around, chill out. I just want to absorb more of Lisbon. And this is like the best way, you know. Just showing you guys Lisbon at the heat, at the height of tourism. Someone told me it gets worse in July and August. I don't know if I would want to be around to see that. Honest to God. I do not know if I want to see that. It's already bad enough to try and move around an old city, you know? But when it's like almost an extra like 30-40% of people in the city, it just, yeah. Hopefully I'm not blocking the microphone on this camera. There could be some shady people around the city too. I've seen some, but it's far and few between, you know. I would say here, the city is a little bit more of a, you take more of a beating on your feet than Porto. Porto still has the hills and whatnot, but yeah, this is like a lot of walking, tons of walking. There's the pastel de nata. Wow, Italy tied it, huh? I guess Croatia's done for, most likely. Oh, they have this in Porto, Manteigaria. This is like, as well, one of the best that you can have here for pastel. Hence why there's a line here. If there's a line, that's usually a good sign. A line is a good sign. That's a good rhyme. Line, a good sign. Just such a walkable city. Be aware whenever you're going up, or whenever you're up height on the city, just keep in mind you're gonna have to go down, and then you'll likely have to go back up again. It's kind of like, they call it the city of 6 hills. Lisbon is the city of 6 hills for a reason. Okay, it seems like it's not going to die down anytime soon around here. For the let me take a look at something over here. I wanted to see the seafood. Look at the size of it. So the seafood kicks ass here too, by the way. Some of the best seafood that I've ever had in the world. I'm having fun walking around, guys. So cost of living here is really high when it comes to rents, specifically rents. Now, the average salary here is about between 650 and 850 euros per month. And the average rent here, depending on where you are, but it could be anywhere between 400 and like 700 euros. So right away, most of your salary is gone on rent, which I guess that goes for the same other countries. You know, the same goes for other countries, like Canada. There's no country that has not been affected by that. Sorry if I'm having a lot of like brain farts, but I'm pretty exhausted. Not complaining. I'm having fun here. I'm gonna do this, but these last 2 weeks have been a whirlwind of tiresomeness. Does that exist? Is that a real word? So back to this square. Let's go this way. I wanted to find something that has bifana or prego. This place is really good. This is like a hole in the wall place, but it's really, really good. Founded in 1840. Since 1840, the honor, the tradition. I ate there like years ago, but it's so good. So good. Let's see if anything's open where I can just get like a sandwich or something. I know there's like a place over here that tends to be really good. There's just a bunch of places. Sometimes a little pricier, but all right, let's cross. I'm following the rules now, guys. This looks like it has a Spanish name, but I know that this place called Nicola is a little pricey, but it might be worth sitting down at. Boa noite, tudo bem? Obrigado. Let's see what they got. Oh, let's go back. This has been around since 1787. Jesus. They have tapas, which basically are starters, kind of. I'm just looking for something simple. Oh, maybe they don't have what I'm looking for. It doesn't look good. Tem prego o bifana?
Temos, porém só temos somente no menu do
Ah, mas acabou.
Ok.
Mas tem um lugar por aqui que tem? Nesta hora? Nesta altura?
Eu acho que na rua ao lado, na rua paralela ao lado, talvez tenha, ou no final da rua. Pode olhar nessa direção.
Nesta calçada aqui?
Nesta
Ali?
calçada ou à
ou
esquerda
próximo.
na paralela, seguindo reto também.
Okay. Obrigadinho. They don't have the bifana. Mark Lee. I guess that hard is for me. Or for the food that I just showed on the menu. So they had the brunch menu, but it's over. Let's see if I can find. I just want either a bifana or prego, which are like traditional sandwiches here in Portugal, and simple, and not too not too much food. This here is like a staple here as well, where because fish is a big thing here, like sardines and trout and all that stuff, and they can it, and you can take it away there. Oh, maybe I know where they'll have it. Let me check here first. Let's go up. Let's go there. They're not gonna have it down here. I know where they'll have it. They'll have it at Adriano. Adriano. I went a bunch of times. Let's hope that they're still open. They have it, I know for sure. But it's getting late, so they tend to not stay open too late. Be like my last meal here, unfortunately. But it's been a hell of a trip. I'm trying to hold the camera while going up these hills. There's the train station in the background. I would say the trains are very efficient here, extremely efficient. The public transit is very efficient as well. It's the Ginginia place where you can get it with a chocolate cup and you get a free refill. See? All right, let's go up more. Looks like they're still open. Oh, thank God. Sweet. This is where we could end the video, showing you what I'm eating. This has simple stuff and not expensive. Oh, my feet. This is what I'm talking about. Bifana. If you're not a pork lover, you can always get something else. Let's find a nice spot with a view. All right. Let's hope they're not closing. Oh, so nice to sit down. Okay, so I'm here. I got burned quite a few times here, actually. I don't like to wear sunscreen when I just don't like it. It's hard to get off too, skin. Let's hope they're not closing soon. Let's hope someone comes to serve me. Nice view while eating. Nice view as well up here. These streets here that you go up are also you're gonna have to climb. Like I said, it's a walking street. I'm gonna go inside and order. I'm kind of hungry. I might get two things. Do they have prego? Yeah, they just have. Okay. Place, huh? Olá, tudo bem? Ainda está aberto? A cozinha está aberta?
Sim, sim.
Ah, ok, ok.
Obrigado, minha amiga.
Tem prego?
A bifana.
Ah, bifana? Ok. Vou querer uma bifana, se faz favor.
Vai sentar?
É, aqui fora. Obrigado. Explore com Brasil. Yes, Portugal. É Portugal. Lisboa. Lisboa. Lisboa bonito. How are you doing, man? I check out some of your videos sometimes. Just when you're a content creator, it's hard to watch so many other videos, but you're doing good stuff. You speak English fluently, right? I forget. I might get a non-alcoholic beer too. It's pretty good. Yeah, watching from Brazil, nice. Rio de Janeiro. I won't be going back to Rio for like another month or so. I'm going back to Canada tomorrow for a little while.
O que é que vai ver?
Tem cerveja zero? Tá bem. It's a really, really nice city, man. Like, this is only my second time here, but I missed it, actually. I kind of really missed coming here. I really did. Yeah, I remember you're from, which neighborhood in Rio? I can't remember. North Zone, I think. Zona Norte do Rio de Janeiro. I wish Rio could have the security they have here. I really do. It would make living there a hell of a lot easier. We got. So here is the bifana. It's a hell of a sandwich, that's for sure. And it's hard to find in Brazil. Like in Rio, you can find it, but it's more so served in like if you go to Portuguese restaurants, or if you go to Adega, which is in the center, almost the center of Rio, like Benfica in Rio. You could find them there, but it's really not that common. I forgot, there's another place you can go in Rio that has Portuguese cuisine. All right, let's try this bad boy. I'm not really a pork eater, to be honest, but these sandwiches, I don't know, man, they're just crazy good.
And guys, now I want you to understand my mercy. I gave
Não é branca, só negra.
Tá bom, tá bom.
Because you see, we could
Este é sem álcool também.
Tá. É boa também, eu já provei.
my first time.
Obrigadinho.
Eu provei uma altura quando estive aí doente. Depois deixei de beber sem álcool.
Não consegue, né?
Ah, mas eu muito. Quando estive aí 3 meses,
Mas hoje em dia, começou a beber tudo.
eu bebi ao almoço.
É difícil parar,
Não, bebi. Não, mas eu não era por causa da bebida.
por causa da doença.
Era porque eu andava muito.
Tens de parar de vez.
Ah, eu bebo um copo de vinho ao almoço.
Não, o vinho,
Eu bebo
um
um copo de
copinho
vinho
está
ao
bem,
almoço.
mas muito cerveja.
Bebo um copo de vinho ao almoço, um copo de vinho ao jantar, ou cerveja durante o dia não bebo nada, só ao domingo. Ao domingo é que bebo 3 ou 4 cervejitas, não é nada.
Eu parei de vez. Mais um ano já.
Eu não foi por causa disso.
É, sim. Obrigadinho. Nice guy. Yes, Portugal is pretty expensive. I was actually talking to a guy earlier, Uber driver from Goiás, and he wants to go back to Brazil because he's an Uber driver, but he also has another job. And he's like, as soon as I save up enough money, I'm going back to Brazil. He said within 2 to 3 years. And also, he almost quit staying in Portugal in the beginning because things were so difficult, like trying to find a job, paying for the bills, eating basic eating, groceries and stuff like that. No time off. That's the other thing I will say. Portuguese people are hard workers, but I think that they work way too hard. If that makes any sense. So this is a non-alcoholic beer, but it's like a dark beer. It's actually really good. I tried it before. So he was telling me in Portuguese that he's not able to drink non-alcoholic stuff. He has to have the real beer. And he's like, yeah, I had to stop because of my health for 3 months. And I said, but you should stop forever if you've had bad health. And he's like, well, no, I can't. I can't do it. Cheers. What do I like most about Portugal? That's a good question. There's quite a few things. I can't really pick. I would say the beauty of the land, like the history, how it looks, kind of like the overall look and feel of the country. it has that medieval feel. In my opinion, that's, I don't know, I just like that. Being in an old place, you know, history. Also the food. Especially the seafood. Seafood for me is number one. There's no better place in the world, in my opinion, for seafood. I mean, you might get Greece as one of those, but here, you can't beat it. I'm trying to eat and hold the camera at the same time. It's a really, really great place. It's just hard to, because it tends to be expensive. I don't know how much this sandwich is going to be, but I will tell you guys. And it's good with mustard. I don't know why. This goes well. I was saying earlier in this live that I think that it's going down, like the movement is going down. I don't think so. I think it's just increasing because I see all these people dressed up. What's up, BD? Hello again. What am I eating? It's called a bifana. Here, I'll show you. It's like a simple pork sandwich on like French bread, like a French bun. That's it. They call this, I think, papu seco. It's simple, but it's, I don't know, it's the way that they make the meat or season the meat. It's crazy. And then adding this, like, usually I like it spicy, but I had something spicy earlier, so I really don't, I'm not feeling some spicy food right now. Am I gonna go to Spain? Not this trip, but I'm actually planning, I have big plans to go around Europe at some point. I need to go see many other countries. I'm still gonna do Brazil. I want to visit every state in Brazil. It's not Brazilian, this is Portuguese. I'm in Portugal. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they just know how to make food. Like, Brazilians know how to make good food too. Like, I mean, can't complain. Anywhere I've ever been, I've had good food. Brazilian is better. It depends. I mean, it really is on your taste. I mean, I don't think Brazilians do that great of seafood. It's good. It's okay. But here it's just, I don't know, it's next level shit. It's just, I don't know what it is. And in Brazil, they make everything fried. I don't like fried food that much. I don't know. I only speak English and Portuguese. I can understand some Spanish, but not fluently. This is where I am, as you guys can see. Up above here, the city. You can see there's a lot of people out and about. I don't know how far you guys can see with this camera, but there's quite a few people out. It's crazy. I underestimated a Monday night. I would say also between Porto and Lisbon, I slightly like Porto a tad bit better. Reason being, it's not as big a city. It's by a river. I mean, you can still go. There's still beaches, but you got to go out of the city. I don't know. I just found it a little bit more original. Well, you should quit smoking. Hit the like if you're liking the live, guys. I'm in Lisbon at night. I'll probably go back down there and see a little bit more. Which European country would I recommend visiting? Obviously Portugal. I haven't been to any other European countries, believe it or not. Traveling is expensive, man. That's why if you guys could just, hit the like button, that really would help me out a lot. Just saying. Wow, that really goes well with the sandwich. That's insane. No alcohol in this beer. But you can't tell the difference. It's uncanny. This is the brand. Super Buck. A few years ago when I was a drinker, they had like a non-alcoholic beer. I guess it was in its infancy, but the taste was garbage. There's still a few in Brazil that I whenever I don't really drink beer that much, even non-alcoholic, but I see all these people drinking, having a time, and I don't want alcohol, so I have one of these. But in Brazil, the worst non-alcoholic beers, there's two: the Brahma Zero, and what's the American one? Budweiser Zero. Terrible, absolutely terrible. Yeah. Have I been to Madeira? No, but if I pass through Portugal again, that's one place I have to go to. I went to San Miguel Azores, and I went to Porto, and then I'm here in Lisbon. So I went to 3 different places this trip. How does it feel to explore a new country? Well, when I first came here, this is not my first time in Portugal, but I wasn't a YouTuber 8 years ago. That's when I was last here. It is a great feeling. Like, I still remember when I went to Brazil for the first time, when I went to US for the first time, I went to Argentina for the first time. I've only been to not that many countries, believe it or not. But that's going to change. I'm going to still explore Brazil, and then also surrounding countries as well. Like Argentina, I'm going to go back. I haven't been to Buenos Aires. I'm going to go to all the Latino countries in South America. How's Rio doing? Explore home break. Which neighborhood do you live in Rio? I forget. I think it's Belfort Roxo, but I can't remember. Cost of living in both Porto and Lisbon are pretty much the same. I mean, maybe Lisbon a little tad bit more expensive, but practically the same. The problem is people have to work like crazy here in order to make ends meet. I was speaking to an Uber driver earlier today, and he was like, okay, oh yeah, Tiago, yeah, I remember. Sorry, I was just reading your YouTube name. And I remember he was saying that it's really bad because people don't get to enjoy life as much because the cost of living just goes ridiculous. And they try to make as much money in these few months for tourism, with the tourism going on, so they can get through the rest of the year. Do you want to travel to Asia? Yeah, eventually. Not every single place. I mean, it would be nice to try to see every country in the world, but that would just be, it's very difficult. But I'd want to go to Asia. Maybe like Vietnam, Japan for sure. Japan is number one. I have to get to Japan. If I had to only choose one place in Asia, Japan. Africa, yes, definitely. I'm not sure exactly where. I'd have to do a little more research, but I've seen some places that I would be interested. What the hell is this guy talking about? I think there's some drunk Dutch people here. I was at a place actually. Speaking of drinking and whatnot, one beer was €1, which would be that wouldn't be so cheap for people with reais. It'd be like 5 reais. Actually, that would be okay. I mean, a beer is. I forget how much a beer is in Rio because I haven't drank in so long. All right, 1 hour in the live, and I still have battery. I still have battery. After this live, I'm going back to the hotel and I'm sorting my stuff to get ready to leave. I'm gonna pay the bill and then head down. Would you choose to visit Cape Verde or Moon? Yeah, I'd be down for that. I mean, some people say that those countries are not that safe, but I mean, I've done videos in Rio, so for me, it's not really going to make a huge difference. $1 US money? Yeah, like, well, €2. Sorry. The beer was €1, and it would be equal to 5 reais for a beer in some places here. I don't even know how big it was. It's probably like a 400 or 300 milliliters. I don't know. This is a non-stop traffic of people. Let me just pay the bill so I can continue walking and finish. I need to buy some water. Maybe I'm gonna take a bottle of water with me.
É €7.
Eu vou querer uma garrafa d'água
Água
para
sem gás?
levar. Sim.
Uma água sem gás.
Faz. Obrigado.
Eu vou sentir.
Ora aqui, 18,50 Felipe. 18,50 daqui para a senhora.
Wow. Lots of soccer here.
Ora, 8,50 ali.
8,50.
Já chegou para o
Obrigada, 23.
Obrigado. Obrigado.
Obrigado. Para ti, amigo.
Obrigado.
Tá bem?
Até a próxima.
Até a próxima.
Obrigado.
Boa noite. All right, let's go. Cheers. Cheers to Lisbon. I gave the guy €150. He was a nice guy. Probably doesn't make much money. I just, whatever. I like to help out when I can. So, let's check out a little bit more. I don't even know what time it is. I think it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock. I'm not even sure. Local time.
Chloe was like, Grace, we walked
tens horas, amigo?
Eu estou horário por aí.
Ah, ok. Eu estou sem relógio
Tranquilo.
também.
22 e 17, no meu, não sei o horário de verão daqui.
É o quê? Verão 22.
Aqui é 22 e 17.
Ah, ok.
É uma
11
hora
horas,
mais
11 horas.
É mesmo mais.
São brasileiros?
Sim.
De onde?
Bahia.
Ah, Bahia. Eu moro no Rio de Janeiro.
É.
É. Bahia, eu vou conhecer Bahia em breve. Sim, sim. Ah, sim. Tá gostando de Lisboa?
Sim, cheguei hoje, estamos lá conhecendo agora.
Ah, ok, ok. Aproveita a viagem. Tchau, tchau. Abraço. Met some Brazilians from Bahia. I asked him the time. He's like, I don't have my. He's not even worth a watch on. I asked him if he's liking it here. A lot of Brazilians here, guys. I think I'm gonna start walking towards my place. Show you a little more. Hopefully I didn't forget anything there. I have everything. Let's head out of here. Show you a little bit more. Whoop. It's a little bit of a long live, but that doesn't matter. It's the last one here. Whoever's still in the live, thank you for staying. I hope you're enjoying it. Any other questions about what's cheap? Oh, the dollar. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's certain things that are reasonable, but then there's certain things here that are just not. You know, that goes with every place, really. The worst part about having to fly out the next day is you gotta get your stuff ready. Say hello, you're live. You're live and alive for now. So we're going this way. My place is that direction. I'm about a 20-minute walk from here, but I don't know if I'm staying alive that long, but until my phone starts to die, I guess. Let's cross. There'll be more to see over this way. Yeah. I haven't had to jaywalk in a while. So €1 is about it's $3 for €1, I think. Could be mistaken. 50 cents euros is 150. So 150 with $1.50 Canadian, you get like 50 or 60, 59 cents euro money. Oh, how about that? Yeah, I live in Rio. The cost of living in Rio for somebody who makes dollars is reasonable. Oh, they have bifanas here too. So this is the metro station. I hope the volume isn't going off and on. I'm just holding the phone with 2 fingers pretty much. This place is pretty popular. It's a hotel, but it's a restaurant, I guess. Pinocchio. Pretty popular. This is the other square, as you can see. Lisbon is a very multicultural city too, by the way. It may not seem like it, but it really is. Even without the tourism. Very multicultural. Oh, there's the poor old man with his backward lights. Jesus. So sad. same. Two gay Brazilians. Not saying anything bad, I'm just saying that's what they were. It's a nice walk through Lisbon. Rio Crypto. I have never been. Looks amazing. Yeah, it's, even though you're gonna pay, if you come in the summer here, I mentioned it earlier, but if you come in the summer here and you're a partier, prepare to party. Let's just put it that way. You will not be disappointed. Didi says, yeah, trying to renew my citizenship and considering Rio or Paraty or Florianopolis. Paraty I would not recommend living. It's more of like a seasonal place unless you like work remotely, like on the computer. Then you can do that. It's, I don't know. I would get bored there. Florianopolis, I would consider moving to. Floripa or maybe like the state of Espírito Santo, maybe. I need beaches. Like I cannot live somewhere where there is not a beach within a good distance, like a very close distance. I just can't. So this is Avenida Liberdade, which is a very ritzy street. Let's go in the middle. And when I say ritzy, I mean they've got like a lot of shops along the promenade here. Oh, I shouldn't have, okay, yeah, you can get through. Whoa, big hole there. Girls going to party, probably to buy her out. Yeah, so a lot of expensive stores along this strip and expensive hotels and whatever. It's kind of like the Madison Avenue of Portugal. But yeah, the worst thing about having to travel the next day is packing your bags, as I mentioned earlier. I gotta go back and I'll do that. Rest up. Whoa. This is such an uneven ground. Look, I'm not even making it up. Like, this is hilly. Look at this. The metro. There isn't much happening around here, but we're going further away from the downtown, so these are probably people going back to their hotels or whatever, most likely. I'll end the video probably at the next square up ahead. All right, there I am. It's been a hell of a trip, I'll tell you. I'm gonna be going to Toronto tomorrow. Not really looking forward to that. Other things about Portugal. The beaches are not in the city. If you're looking for the beaches, you have to go west of the city, or you can go like to Algarve. Algarve is really obviously the best beaches. But if you're going to be in Lisbon, you do have beaches, but you got to go west towards Cascais. And I actually was there yesterday, but I didn't go to the beach. I wasn't feeling like wasting time at the beach. But there are some nice beaches here. Let's continue. Thank you for the comment. I definitely am traveling safe, that's for sure. My foot is killing me though. Oh, Definitely have to rest my feet for a few days. Man, when you're a travel vlogger, no mercy on the feet. It's a really nice neighborhood though, right around here. Oh. See like expensive stores. I don't know, I've never heard of Michael Kors, but it looks like expensive. We're almost at the Praça Marques Pombal. Just up ahead, maybe like a few minutes. Rio Crypto. Whoa, thanks for the $10. This should get you half a pint in Toronto. Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I think you're one of the first people, if not the first, to donate a super chat and give a super chat. Very cool. Yeah, I'll need that pint, but it'll be probably non-alcoholic. Or I'll buy something for all the like blisters I have on my feet. And honest to God, I'm wearing really comfortable shoes. These are really comfortable shoes. They're these Skechers that I paid like probably like $150 for. I don't remember exactly how much they were, but they were pretty expensive. They're more than that. I think they were $200, which was ridiculous on shoes. But I figured I'm gonna be walking around, so I can't keep having sore feet, you know. So I'll definitely have to treat my feet. They say once the blisters go away, you're basically like, your feet are prepared for anything. It's kind of dark on the street, but it's very safe. It may not seem like it, but it's very safe. One of the safest cities in Europe, for sure, is Lisbon. Porto is also very safe. I walked around both cities late at night and I had no problems. But I did ask some people, I asked some locals around, do they feel safe in their city? And a lot of them are like, I wouldn't walk late at night. So it's all relative, you know. Like if they were to go to Rio, they would, excuse my language, but they would shit their pants. They haven't seen anything. And I know Rio's not the most dangerous place in the world, but I'm just using it from my experience. Didi says, have a safe trip back home. Maybe I'll see you in Rio. Yeah, I'll be back in Rio. I'm not sure exactly when, but within a month or two, most likely. Don't really have a set date. I have some like family affairs to deal with when I get back to Canada. Cambridge school, that's got to be expensive. I don't know if that's actually a school, but there's a lot of expensive stores along this. Louis Vuitton, right at the corner there. Tivoli. So, definitely, this is the shopping avenue in Lisbon. My battery is kicking ass on this phone, honestly. I didn't even have it fully charged. It was like 60% charged, and I still have 30% battery. And usually lives are like, will kill the battery. So, is Lisbon worth checking out? Is Portugal worth checking out? If you're a traveler, if you like old European architecture, if you like seafood cuisine, if you like what else can I say, even if shopping, there's good shopping options. Look at this street. But even they have like a bunch of malls here if you like malls. They have the which once was the biggest mall in Europe at some point, called Colombo. I didn't go there. I didn't even go check out the soccer stadiums. If you like sports, specifically soccer, it's a good city for that. If you like a slower pace of life, if you wanted to move here, it seems fast-paced to me. I think just because of all the tourism. But if you like a slower paced life, this could be the country for you, especially if it's a smaller city, not necessarily Lisbon or Porto, but Portuguese people don't like to really, everything is done slowly, even though they're driving so fast here. But there are no rush people besides on the road, you know what I mean? I'm almost tempted to get a coffee over there, but I think they're closed. See, there's like a kiosk over there. They have these all along the street here, but I think they're closed. They're closed. No, there's people there. Coffee's probably not the best thing to have right now. I'll skip that. I'll have it in the morning. Well, someone just wiped out on the scooter over there. Let's cross here. And there's by the way, a lot of Brazilians here. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but there's a lot of Indian immigrants, Bangladeshi immigrants, Nepalese people from Nepal who have come recently, and a ton of Brazilians. I think the most immigrants in the last 4 or 5 years has been Brazilians, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, let's cross here. And it's a mixed reaction by Portuguese. Some of them, most Portuguese are okay with them, but it's the ones that are shit disturbers. They come from their place and they don't want to adapt to the culture, you know. Leave your little, what would I call them? I'm thinking of the word in Portuguese, but if they don't leave your bad habits back home and you bring them to another country where those habits are not part of the culture, you could find yourself feeling a bit of an outcast. Hey, you were my first super chat, it says here. Thank you very much again, Rio Crypto. You're the first. So you get the crown for being the first. I just read it here. So back to what was I saying? Yeah, so for the most part, most Brazilians are integrating into society here, and they're contributing. You know, they want to be here. They don't want to be. They're tired of Brazil. They're tired of the danger of Brazil. For the most part, that's what a lot of Brazilians tell me. Is that they're tired of the insecurity within Brazil, especially if they have family, like little kids and stuff. Money wise, yeah, okay, you can probably make a little bit more money here, but it really depends on what your job is too. Here's another kiosk. I'm so tempted to get that coffee, but I'm not doing it because I need to sleep today. So there's that. The other thing is, with other immigrants such as Indians or whatever, a lot of them, I've met a few who spoke the language really, really well. But for the most part, a lot of them do not, and they tend to stay in their own little neighborhoods, you know, community. A lot of them don't even speak English, so it makes it even more difficult to communicate with people from that part of the world in a country where English is not the first language as well. So it's a really interesting situation, for lack of a better word. I gotta stop here. I visited the Indian neighborhood today, actually, which is in the neighborhood of Martin Monish, I believe, was the name. And now I'm yapping, just until I get to the square. So Portuguese in general are not against immigrants or people from outside, you know. They just want respect for the culture. From all the people that I've spoke to, Portuguese people. And I wasn't able to talk to too many on camera, which kind of was bad. They didn't want to be on camera. I tried my hardest. I even wanted to do a video asking them what they thought about Brazilians coming here. Nobody wanted, like, they'll talk to me off camera, but they didn't want it on camera. And none of them really said anything bad. Just basically what I reiterated a little earlier. No one said like we hate Brazilians or anything like that. No. Eduardo Albuquerque. Devolva. Devolva what? Tens de dizer exatamente o que queres. O que quer dizer com isso? Ouro. Yeah. Devolve o ouro. Não. Os portugueses não... A maioria não tem problema com brasileiro. A maioria. Eu falei com vários brasileiros aqui. E eles falaram, não, eu nunca fui maltratado aqui. So I was just saying, Portuguese are not against Brazilians, most of them. What is that noise? Oh, jeez. Oh, I can still make this crosswalk. Coming up to this square, where I'm gonna end the live. Uma pedra de 15 pilates no museu. Quilos. History's over, man. Just let it go. Unless you're joking. History is history. We should learn from it. Alright, this is Marques de Pombal, Praça de Marques de Pombal, and I'm gonna end the live here. Sup, symbolic. Came right at the end. A long ass live, but it was fun. It's 11 o'clock local time here. What is that, 4 o'clock? Is it 4 o'clock? No, I'm bad at math. It's like 6 o'clock, right? Yeah, I got it late. Nothing super spectacular happened in this live, but I did get to show how busy it is tourist time. But I'm just about to get off. Bye, Eduardo. Yeah, 6 strong time, that's what I figured. Yeah, it was a long ass trip, but a good one. Lots of content, lots of interesting stuff. Yeah, I can't even imagine doing if I was to do a longer trip. 3 things I will say that are the worst about traveling, like especially if you're a travel vlogger or whatever, but traveling in general. You gotta do laundry more often. Like if you have to do laundry, there's no way around it because you're limited with clothes. 2, your feet take a beating, so you gotta how would I say, you have to take it easy, you know what I mean? Like, no, you gotta pace yourself with it. Here, let me turn around so I can actually, yeah, you gotta pace yourself or you're gonna drop. Like I've had moments where I had really bad muscle spasms because I was pushing it from walking too much, you know. So Had to buy some supplements, fix the leg cramping and whatnot. And number 3, what would I say? Number 3, make sure you enjoy the trip and not focus only on content. Of course, getting content is important while you're traveling, but you got to find balance. Those are the 3 tips I would have for traveling as a vlogger and whatnot. And that's all I'll say. And yes, dip your feet in hot water with, yeah. I had to get a few different things for my feet, but they're all right. I mean, it's a little bit sore. I think that once the blisters pass, you know, you get tougher, but it's still, you know, really sore. But it would, you know, no complaints on my end. It was a good time. I'm aware of the pains and stuff that come with it. So, all right, this is me signing off from Lisbon for the final time. Next destination is Toronto tomorrow. I'm gonna try and do some content around Toronto, my hometown. Don't know exactly what, but something interesting. And then maybe later go to Quebec or something else. Check out some new places. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it, everybody. Appreciate all the likes, the support, and we'll catch you in the next live, wherever it may be. Bye for now.